Good morning, students. As you all know that we were doing chapter 14, the world from 1914 to 1945, and in our last class we have covered the First World War, what caused the war, how was the war fought, and when did the war end. And now we'll continue with this topic, which is the next topic, and that is the interwar years. Okay, so let us start. So after the war, a peace conference, that is meeting, was held in Paris. Okay, the of Versailles, and basically the Treaty of Versailles, that is, what is the meaning of treaty? Means the agreement. So this agreement was basically signed between Germany and the Allied powers. So as you all know that we have done Allied powers and Central powers. So as you all know that Allied powers, when there was World War between Allied powers and Central powers, so Central powers were defeated by the Allied powers. So that's why a Treaty of Versailles was signed between Germany and the Allied powers. So in this treaty, Germany was basically blamed for the war, that because of Germany the First World War started, and for that reason Germany was punished. So the terms of treaty, what were the terms? Means what were the things that were written in the treaty? And one more thing, the Treaty of Versailles was basically formed to end the World War I. So the terms that were written in the treaty were: German would have to pay a heavy fine. Germany, it could not increase its military forces. And some of the territories that were in Germany were occupied by the Allied powers. So the First World War, what basically did, it like shook the whole world. And to prevent such war in future, the League of Nations. So this League of Nations was formed. And the basic objective of the League of Nations was to solve disputes. What is disputes? Disputes means any sort of argument that is, or any sort of fights that are created between two countries. So League of Nations was formed to stop the disputes between the countries and also to maintain world peace. And after that came Great Depression in 1929. So the Great Depression, what basically happened in this year 1929? Trade suffered. Factories of people lost, means like million of people lost their jobs. Factories and banks were closed. The effects were particularly served in Europe and America. So after that, the formation of League of Nations. So basically, as you all know, that League of Nations was formed to solve the disputes between the countries and to maintain world peace. But the formation of League of Nations did not bring any peace to Europe. And the period saw rise of two dictators. One was Bentino in Italy, and Adolf Hitler in Germany. So between these two, Adolf Hitler was most ambitious of the two. He became the chancellor in the year 1933, and his main aim was basically to turn Germany into a superpower, plunk the world into another world. Okay, and now we will talk about the Second World War. So the Second World War was many more time destructive than the first, means it was more dangerous and more destructive than the First World War. It started on 1st September in the year 1939 and lasted for 6 years. Like the First World War, this was also fought between two blocks. First was the Allied powers, and the another was the Axis powers. So let us talk about the Allied powers and the Axis powers. So in the Allied powers, countries like Britain, France, Soviet Union and USA were there. And in the Axis powers, countries like Germany, Italy and Japan were there. So we'll just again we'll move into the First World War. First World War was fought between Allied powers and Central powers, and Second World War was fought between Allied powers and Axis powers. Okay. So now we will do what caused the war. Okay. What was the reason for which Second World War was the Second World War started? So as you all know that Germany was made to pay very high price for its role in the First World War. So when the Treaty of Versailles was signed, in that Germany was asked to pay pay a heavy fine, and also not to increase its military forces, and Allied powers also occupied many territories of Germany. So this almost ruined the German economy. Ruined means almost ended up. The Germans were very angry, and what they did, they started to support Adolf Hitler. Who was Adolf Hitler? He was the leader of Nazi party. And what did Hitler did? He promised to restore the glory of Germany. Means he promised Germany that I will bring back the glory. Means I'll bring back the victory. So he began to strengthen the military to expand the German Empire. He just strengthened up the military so that the German Empire could expand more. So the rising military might of Germany alarmed the other European powers. Britain and France decided to take a combined stand against Hitler. So these two countries came together so that they can take a stand against Hitler. Okay. When Hitler attacked Poland with a desire to annex it, means when Hitler attacked Poland so that it could annex it, means it could bring it under its control, Britain and France declared war on Germany, and soon other countries in Europe also joined either of the two warring parties, and though began the Second World War. So again the Second World War was started and war was declared on Germany. So okay class, now we are done with the topic. 2 topics are left that we'll cover in the next class. So just let's do a quick revision. It is the interwar years. We have done this topic, and in this topic we have discussed about the Treaty of Versailles and how Germany was blamed for it, and what were the terms that came under the treaty. Okay, after that we have discussed about League of Nations and what was the main reason to form League of Nations, but actually it did not show any result. Then we discussed about 2 dictators, Benito and Adolf Hitler. Okay. Then we did Second World War, that what was actually Second World War and when it started, and it lasted for 6 years, and it was fought between Allied powers and Axis powers, in which 70 million people lost their lives. And what caused the war, that also we have done, that as German was very much angry and as the German economy was totally ruined, so because of that they asked the support of Adolf Hitler, and then they started to expand them. What Adolf Hitler did, he started to strengthen the military, and as Adolf Hitler attacked Poland, so Britain and France, they declared war on Germany, and then the Second World War started. So you'll just go through these topics that we have discussed. Okay.